What's going on, everybody? Bit of a late start, but I also kind of just I was fighting to find the motivation. It's been a very interesting day for me. I know that sounds like a fucking lame excuse, but I have legitimately struggled a lot today with some stuff. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. Now, the real problem is that, so last time when we worked on this, as you can see here, because I keep copies of all my layers, this is kind of what we ended up with a little bit, almost. Did I change that? Oh, I must have changed that. That's not good. That must have either gotten bigger or smaller or something. But... Or I must have moved. I bet you I moved it. Yeah, that's what I did. Oops. But this is kind of what we ended up with. Not horrible, but like... I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really a fan. There's a lot of issues with it that I kind of don't really like, anatomy-wise, that sort of thing. So today we'll be kind of working on that a bit. I guess let's warm up a little bit first. With this guy. While we can. Turn that off. What the fuck? What could we put on as... like background noise? You know, I'm pretty sure the Jontron shit got us claimed yesterday. But
behind such movies like Secret and M,
I don't know what else to put out.
At the time, this was really impressive. I mean, they were fully animated features. And look at this. I've even got some of the original cells from Space Ace and the opening sequence from Dragon's Lair. Neato, right?
John, what the fuck are you doing in our house?
I gotta get.
I'll get the guns.
Even though it wasn't as recognized as its predecessor, and even though it's not really a game in the way we know today, it's still a dazzling experience to play Space Ace. So you know what? I think I want to play me some Space Ace right now. You think I got me one of those Space Ace half jumps, if you know what I'm saying? Can you give me a high five? Can a brother relate?
Well, if you want to say it like that, I mean, I guess that is how it's gonna be.
oh my god, I forgot. That's fucking Eagle Raptor's cyber lead.
Shit.
So let's take a look at that real quick. God, that thing is fucking clean, man. That was back when Game Grumps was still a thing. Because I'm pretty sure half of that is like just Aaron's shit.
Space Ace, dang it! We gonna figure this shit out.
Because I think he had that. He had a Neo 29, I want to say. I'd have to look up the you know, we're going on an internet detour here. Fuck, what the fuck was it called? Wasn't Future Probe. It was, what the fuck was it? What the fuck was it? Wasn't Future Probe. It was. That's his, like. He always had weird fucking names for shit. Wasn't an Unboxing Ring. That wasn't it. The hell was it called? It was the show they did for maybe if I search Funny Factory. No. Oh, Blind Box? Yeah, it was Blind Box. Terrible SEO. Did he delete all of them? Okay, we found it. It's in a completely fucking different channel under a completely different name. But basically, he and Egoraptor go through their entire game collection. But I want to see... He had a couple candy cabinets, and this really pissed me off back in the day. Because I wanted candy cabinets. Okay, alright.
Yeah.
It's just
That's probably a fun golf game.
That's how my collecting goes. I love this machine. This is the first
Okay, so he's got a Cyber Lead.
machine I ever got, actually. So this is called a Cyber Lead. It's a Namco machine.
Whoa.
And so it has like this. It has this digital marquee.
Yeah.
And there are a few Namco games like that were released at the time that this machine was out.
Yeah.
Like Tekken 3, like Mr. Driller,
kidding.
and a couple others. So if you put that in,
Looks like he's got a
the machine
Sega
would actually,
Lindbergh
like,
too.
know the game,
Wow.
and then give you information about like what was happening in the game.
Yeah, that's great.
So like, if
Oh,
you
he's
play
got a
Tekken 3
fuckload
and
of them.
It's like, you know,
He's got two more way off in the corner.
somebody versus somebody. It would say like this person versus this person.
Gosh,
So
wow.
if
I
you-
remember hearing about that.
Yeah, and then games that are in there right
Oh.
Oh yeah, he's got two.
Geo.
He's got
spot
a
right here.
Gotta have a Neo Geo.
Neo
And I love
29.
this. This is, like, these aren't actually the games that are in there right
Oh.
now. But like
A new Astro.
just the backlight with the
Yeah.
He's got like a Virtual Boy arcade kiosk.
none of these are real. I wish they
Oh,
were
really?
real marquees.
And then he's got a
You
blast.
print them yourself?
Yeah, because the real ones are sort of like this really nice, like plasticky.
I wonder if he still has any of
This is
those.
Samurai Showdown cartridge.
He seems like the kind of guy that the second it broke, he would try to get rid of it.
Whoa, it looks like
Being a
art.
little weird right now.
Yeah, it looks like high art.
But yeah, this machine is actually super rare. It was the last full. It was the last like almost full metal arcade machine.
No,
Before
it
they
wasn't.
So
That's
plastic.
incorrect.
It's funny
It was the second to last because I have the last.
though that you pointed out that these
The Super Neo
are
29.
printed because our good friend Garrett has a Neo Geo machine. We got him a Neo Geo machine a long time ago, and it didn't have those, and he printed those himself too. So
Yeah.
everybody's doing it. No shame in
Totally
it. You
works.
gotta print it. You got
This Virtual Boy is actually, I think, 2 of a kind. You just stand.
to put my head in there.
Just of a legend.
Oh, does he have a? He has a Super Mario pinball.
Especially
Fuck
in
off.
good shape. So there were two Mario machines. There was a long one, which is a lot more common, and then the short one, which is this one, which is a lot rarer. And I fucking love this machine.
Really? I don't know if I've ever actually seen this
I've got
before.
it's so cool. So when you get the magic whistle and you go up this ramp, then you actually play like a little game of Mario on the screen.
Oh, really? It's actually playable?
Yeah, and you have to like use the bumpers to like jump. It's super fun. It's not as good as Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
But it's just like this is and then you can unlock like mega the crosses.
On.
Resident Evil 4 game or anything.
All right, that's enough of that. But yeah, I was reminded. I had to look into it as a candy cabinetman.
Space Ace on SNES, huh? Wonder if it's any good. I mean, after all, we're not dealing with Sega CD and full motion video here. Bring the Sega CD footage. Oh, yeah, look at that! Snazzy to say the least. Alright, Orf, alien, seeks to establish his power on planet, okay. Infanto Ray, weapon to render Earthlings, hey, okay. Would you mind slowing down the text a bit, or at least packaging your game with a fresh Prince of Bel-Air throne? Because otherwise, I think we're gonna have a problem. The fuck? So here we get a look at some of our main characters. Ace, our titular hero, Kimberly, the stereotypical damsel in distress, and Borf, the blue dude. He's fucking blue. Here's a list of tax receipts. Oh, okay. Apparently they really like the look of each other. Hey, Ace, you don't gotta explain nothing to me. I know that feel right there. Can't take your eyes off each other. Don't worry, I'm just as confused as you, lady. The fuck was that? Why'd you wink at me? What do you know that I don't? I don't even know. What was that? Oh, here it comes! No, I can't stop it! What the fuck? It's like 5 seconds into the game and I already died due to some bullshitly hard laser. And what sound did he make upon dying? What kind of death sound is this? I can't even get over it. I think this is the absolute fastest a game has left me speechless. Literally, it's the motherfucker humming. Bring on the mariachi band. That's not mariachi. The very first thing you'll notice about this game is, well, I'm pretty sure they didn't want you to control it. I mean, this guy controls like he's having a romp through a field of honey. Okay, maybe I can dodge the laser by going up here. Jeez, fuck! Come on, this is the first goddamn screen of the game. Why is it so hard? What is it with the adaptations of the Don Bluth arcade games and having notoriously difficult first screens? Can't be coincidence. But hey, we are dealing with a game made by Absolute here. Yeah, the same people that made the Home Improvement game. This is a home improvement over nothing. So it turns out this is just a firing pattern you have to memorize. How gracious of the creators to aid you in this challenge by giving you a straight-up one-hit death. It's one of those games. You know, no matter what it is, one hit and you're dead. And I mean, if it so much as touches the area around your tiniest pixel, you're dead. If you take a look at the arcade game, you can see that they were pretty much trying to emulate it to a T. Looks cool here, not so much here. Awesome here, but hey, I don't know. When it's here, I think I gotta catch a bus or something. Couldn't they have at least used the Space Ace music or something? I mean, that was awesome. Instead, we literally get a loop of this. This? What is this? It hurts. Oh. He makes a painful sound when he jumps. He makes the sound of agony from his basic jump ability. What? Is this game a piece of conceptual art, an experiment in making the player feel self-loathing for attempting to play the game? If so, I applaud them. In what game? No, I mean seriously, even among the worst games ever created, in what game does your character cry in agony from jumping? This seriously just makes me feel bad. I don't want to make him jump now. It's like when
Oops,
Grandma's
oops,
getting up because you
oops.
want to go to the store and she's like, and you're like, it's all right, Grandma. Just sit down. Don't worry about it. I mean, what if you were playing Braid and he's just like, ow, oh God, please stop playing. Please stop. Man, you wouldn't want to solve time puzzles anymore. You just want to get him a fucking chocolate milk or something. These jumps are absolutely impossible to make sometimes. Quite unbelievable, in fact. The game is going for some sort of semi-isometric perspective, but it all looks like it's on the same plane, so when you try to make a jump like this, you're bound to fall. It's borderline random. Not to mention, you have to hold down the B button to jump higher, and the moment you let go, he'll fall no matter where you are in the jump. So you have to time it just right, or you'll fall. It ain't fun. But hey, at least you get a little animation after you die. Here's lollipop after your doctor's visit. So, you may have herpes, but it tastes like cinnamon. Also, apparently I'm supposed to be able to turn into a muscular version of Ace here where it says energized, but I'm pushing every damn button on the controller and nothing's happening. So okay, I assume that I had to maybe collect enough of these floor things to do it. That's how you know you made a good game, when you make the player question, maybe if I collect enough of these fucking floor panels, then the game will work. Somebody grab me a whiskey.
Far out, far out.
Far out. So after about 300 million tries, Ace gets in his spaceship and zooms off. All right, on to the next level. Space Maze. Space Maze. Jesus, we're going in.
Oh, whoops.
Well, at least it lives up to its name. Space Maze. Where do I frickin' go? What is this? How do I... What is it? Where am I supposed to go? So it turns out you are supposed to go in these...
Yo, what up, Red? How you doing, man?
Only sometimes? They take you to the different levels, but only sometimes. Hey, some labels would have been nice, you know, like any other game ever. All right, well, I finally found one that works. Let's see where this takes us. Yeah, I guess it's some sort of side-scrolling level. Man, that guy sure has some good aim. Jesus Christ! How are you expected to do this all on one life? This is absolutely masochistic. It's not even fair. These pillars are sprouting up everywhere, and if you even barely scrape by one, you're dead, and you have to start all over. I can't. Oh, everybody's favorite. Space Maze. Oh, I don't care. Next level. Barren Wasteland. Yeah, you hit that nail right on the head. Oh, bunnies. Don't worry, everyone. It's just the level with the fucking mutant bunnies. You know, the one with the goddamn purple bunnies. What? Jesus! That was brutal. When you die by the bunnies, all three of you just fall off the cliff simultaneously. Jeez! Ah! They all fell. Dust in the wind. Shama gets sued by Kansas. Oh, who's this guy? Hey, is that Toast? Nope. It's just a giant hand of death. All right, almost at the end of the level here.
Far out.
Oh my God, what do I do? Where do I go? What do I do? What do I do? What? The screen just stopped scrolling. Where was I supposed to go? I was almost at the end. Now I gotta go back and do all this shit again. Okay, almost there again. You beat the level with a leap of faith. I give up. That's it.
You can go to my Twitter and follow me, but you don't have to. I mean, I don't care. I don't care about that. I'm not Britney Spears about it, you know. that awkward moment when John's last video was made over half a year ago. I'll be done with Half-Life 3 by the time you make another video. You lying sack of shit, you will pat for this!
I am not so much pissed at him not doing a new episode as much as the last
All'alba vincerò, vincerò, vincerò.
Alright, so how the fuck do I get that, like, oh, there's like a... Oh, there's like a specific effect I'm trying to do. Sorry, a lot of this one is just gonna be me fucking around off camera.
You like my food, man. What? You like my food. Oh, I like that. I tried to make that look better, but I couldn't. It just...
Unfortunately, so... It's probably gonna be a boring stream
And I've been sitting here twiddling my
to look at the very least.
How did you stop it? But that was... Don't! He shat. Stop me! Now he can't make a fuss, can he? I'm gonna get that. I don't know who's the master here, the bird or the man. I don't know. I just wanted you to know that I'm still here. Did you fall down over here? Videos. But I thought... But you can't say it's not you. Alright, I just want to make sort of a blanket statement about what's going on with me, what's going on with JonTron, the state of affairs, because I think there is some demand for it. And I guess I'd just like to clear up any confusion that you may have had. Now, first of all, I just want to apologize for setting up, saying that, you know, I was going to release in 2 weeks, and then I didn't make the deadline. I always set myself up for failure by doing that. I need to learn to stop. It's been like 6 months. I think you've all you're wise to my antics, and I don't blame you. I just want to remind you all that I really appreciate your patronage. I love that you guys watch it. I love that you love it. It's been an interesting time for me, and trying to find out what goes where. And now, I'm not trying to rationalize any laziness here, but it is prudent to remember that I am not a team. I'm just me. I write it, I direct it, I capture the footage, I edit it, I help film it, even though I'm in it. I do pretty much everything. So, like, you know, like, and even the budget, that's completely out of my pocket. So, like, this whole show really is just me, and that's what makes it a little bit more of an interesting beast. Not to say I don't want to make things, I'm just saying it makes it a little harder when it comes to certain things. Planning can take longer if I want to make something bigger. So that's sort of what ends up leading to a lot of, like, delays in the schedule, if you will. Although I know it has been like 6 months, it's been way too long, and a lot of it has just been me focusing other places, getting stuck there. So I don't want to go into too much detail. I don't want to bore you. All I want to tell you is that I read all your I try to read like all your emails and your Twitters and your Facebook sent me, and Facebook sent me, what am I, 60? I really appreciate like all the stuff. Like, I know I'm not the best sometimes at responding to negative criticism, because I don't know, you get a little burned up. But like all the positive stuff you guys send, I freaking love it. The show's special to me in the same way it's special to you, because, like, see, I care about this show a lot, and that's why I don't want to bring you a piece of content that isn't up to snuff. I'm not saying I want to reinvent the arc, but I want to, like, you know, I want the second season that I've been planning to I don't want to hype it too much, but like I want to make it better than what came before. If not better, at least cleaner. I don't know what to tell you. Just I'm striving to evolve and improve. I don't want to keep being the same one-trick pony. So therefore, you know, it just takes.
Oh, you're probably really behind.
Throw out the old, but learn how to use what you learn from it. So it's different. So I just.
Oh yeah, I don't know what that's about.
Dang, working on this stuff. I have a bunch of stuff that I've been debating on showing you, but I don't really. I want it to be like a big bang.
I guess I can show off a little bit more of what I have. So,
I want to make
I'm redoing the head, and I'm gonna try to have to do a lot of like the effect stuff. That's what's really gonna sell this, I think. And then unfortunately, this like hat is like kind of killing a little bit of the drawing. It's a little unfortunate, but
I type something up and I'm like, if I don't hit it, then I'm damned. I am damned.
but there's some stuff I'm gonna have to figure out how to do. I don't want to just like leave it as is, and then I mean I guess I could. I guess I could at the end of the day, but like it's my own fault for doing for going all in to finish everything. Like I haven't been doing that for all of these. Some of them I have, but some of them I haven't.
I love you. Please keep watching. I will otherwise go broke and die in the street. It'll be on you. You know, I'm the little guy. I'm the mom and pop shop. That's who you're yelling at. You're going to Mama Roso's at the corner bakery.
Yeah.
Fuck
Oh
you.
fuck.
Pepperoni on his pizzas.
So the problem is I want like a not like a blood splatter, but like a kind of like a grunge, like sort of like particle thing.
And when that video does finally come out, if you decide that you're just not gonna watch it just out of spite, well, I have you know what? I'm gonna still be there. It's your birthday party, Jack Denninger. I'm gonna be up on a stage. I'm gonna be pointing right to you. I'm gonna sing when they do the song. The Three's Company. When they do that song, I'm gonna look you right in the eyes. I'm gonna say, even though that guy called me John.
But if I search blood, I'm probably gonna I'm gonna get. I don't know what fucking.
Fuck you, Jack
I don't know what tone like not tones. Sorry, words to use.
Wrong, sister. Hercules is clearly better. He even has a coconut weapon.
John 9 finally back from Vietnam.
And then I could have downloaded something a long time ago that worked, but maybe didn't.
I'm playing a game based on my favorite Greek legend, Heracles.
I'm glad to see nothing has changed around here.
2 words, 1 family.
Fuck this shit.
Wait a second, Jacques. I've got it. Hercules went through his 12 trials to become immortal, right? Well, I mean, I don't want to stop playing games or doing the things I love to do with you or even making this show.
Hasn't stopped you before.
I want to become immortal too, Jacques. Just like Hercules, by playing the 12 games of Wait, what did you fucking just say to me? Kick it! Let's start the party!
Jontron.
Hercules! Greek myths have always been a fascinating subject to me. Tales of treacherous journeys and epic voyages across the sea. Mythological beasts of old and the very fabric of nature itself. They tell of humans, creating larger-than-life heroes and gods in their own flawed image. No one is safe from his or her own hubris. So to make an example of my point, I'm gonna play a Hercules game on a Commodore 64. It's called Hercules. What a name. I guess they didn't have to try back then. It was the 80s. All I had to worry about was Ronald Reagan talking about Gorbachev. More like the Commodore 64.
But yeah, the idea is that it would be something maybe like
Now you know me and everybody's favorite part of Hercules myth was horse, sheep, lion, barn.
like that, but
sure
not
what this is, but it fits in.
a picture of a stone.
All right, good thing we got some backstory here. Let's begin. So yeah, apparently you die instantly if you don't start to move. I'm not fucking around, I'm talking like instantly. I mean, what kind of legendary reflexes did they expect people to have? I mean, at this point, they barely mastered Galaga. As soon as you die, it skips you ahead randomly to the next level or something, so you don't even have a chance to learn what you did wrong in the first place. And before you know it, it's over. What the
And I don't
hell
know.
is
I don't
this
know
shit?
how
This
to.
was so jarring to me that I had to actually go
I don't know what
online and check
Japanese
that that's
word
the
to
way the game is
use
supposed to
is the
be, and
issue.
It's not just broken. And yeah, that's the way the game is supposed to be. Who would do this? Who would do this? It's absolutely random. It's like the 1980s version of I Want to Be the Guy. You jump here, platform turns invisible. Fire, dead. You jump there, fire, dead, 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 dead. Hey, at least
least I can get the big sleep, so I don't have to play this game. And I'm not talking about the Salvador Dali painting. Oh yeah, Herc, climb those ropes. Climb those ropes, baby. So close. Almost at the exit. So close, come on. Oh, come on. Now I'm done with this.
Believe it or not, there's actually another Hercules-related game on the Commodore 64. It's called Hercules, Slayer of the Damned. I guess they just couldn't get enough of that generic 80s mythos back in the day. What with the hot pink? Whoever heard of a game being on a cassette tape?
Let's boot it up, ladies and gentlemen. Well,
I found it.
What are you up to today?
Nice. Oh, thank God. Alright, so what the fuck does this actually classify
Well,
as?
I gotta say, there's not much to this one.
Dust. I should have used
Just
dust.
beat the shit out of this guy.
Fuck.
There's all these things going on in the corners of the screen that I just have no idea what the hell. There's versions of this game on consoles such as ZX Spectrum and MSX.
Alright, well that's downloading.
Is that the way you're gonna play? No, thank you. I'm not dancing this dance today. Or should I say, shuffling this shuffle. Next!
As for some of the early video game industry's more interesting takes on the Hercules fable, we have
DFCAG? It's a lady? Oh no, it doesn't. It's a Famicom RPG, and quite honestly, I could not tell you what the hell is going on in it. This rather unknown series is still going on today on the Nintendo DS, under the same name. Who'd have thought?
So here's a little known classic for the PS1, Herc's Adventures, and it's all thanks to
The military industrial complex. Truth be told, I don't even know where I'm getting all these
Alright,
games
let's see if
from.
that downloaded.
Now, if we're being strict on mythological canon here, this is actually Hercules.
Yes,
As you
it
can
did.
see here, he is the Hercules of legend. Just call him Herc. It counts. You can also pick from mythological characters Atlanta and Jason. If you're stupid, I don't know who'd want to play these two. One's a city in Georgia, the other one's a regular name. Nah, I want to play as Hercules. That sounds just a bit too much like Dan Castellaneta.
I'm Hercules!
So here's
Yeah,
the
there we go.
Sounding
That's
Pretty
exactly
cool,
what I
honestly.
wanted.
One of the better, lesser-known games out
Fuck
there
it.
for the PS1. The music sounds a real
It's
lot
so
like the level of
over
Star
dramatic.
Wars.
That's perfect. Oh man. Oh, it's so good when you try something and it just fucking works. Oh man, why can't I have more shit like that happen in my life? Oh, it's so good.
Couple of hundred of them just up ahead.
Couple of what of them?
Couple of hundred of them.
Couple of hundred of them.
Couple of hundred of them just up ahead. So good luck.
Thank you.
I mean, good luck.
Thank you.
They shall defeat you, and then you shall serve me in the land.
Excuse me, Hades. Do you think you could speak up a bit?
You shall serve me in the land of the dead.
You shall serve me in the land of the dead. That's how he talks.
Everything here really shines.
All right.
Wait, what's that?
The day has come. The news that was sent to change my life has fallen upon me.
Fuck, how did this change so much from that? Like, that's not that bad. I don't know. You know, I try these things and I fuck them up and...
Disney's Hercules. Finally, a familiar face. And hey, this movie's always been one of my favorites, so let's see what this one has to offer.
These games just keep showing up at my house when I'm sleeping, man. This game is actually freaking awesome! Awesome music, awesome and punchy sound effects, responsive controls, and Danny DeVito that talks to you! Kick it, Danny!
Alright! Rule number 95, kid. Concentrate. What are you doing? Get your sword!
I'll get my sword for you, Danny! What else? What else?
Rule number 95, kid.
That's just not right at all, I wouldn't think. The game functions on a 2D plane and largely consists of sprites. It's all very interesting and exciting and just dang fun to play. I'd have to say it could easily be considered a hidden gem on the PS1. I mean, come on, just listen to Danny DeVito's conviction. It's a thing of beauty, okay? You hear that, guy? You hear the truth in that dialogue? We're all living the human condition, but he is speaking it. I mean, after something like this, it couldn't get any better, right? It stops. We've had fun. We're in ecstasy. Wrong. The Game Boy version is a piece of shit. Have a look for yourself. I'm sure it'll be an enriching experience. Now listen to me. If everybody was critical about everything all the time, the world would be a dull place. So let's start with the positives. At least it gave me a milliseconds preview of the game before shoving a hit in my fucking face. Hercules, look for bonuses in the trees. What does that mean, dude? If there were anything to give me the boost pimples, it's probably that. Now that's just weird. That's like starting a game off being like, Hercules, remember the scent of mother. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I'm receptive, but don't start me off like that. Ease me into this shit, okay? Don't just start off gung-ho. Don't play your royal flush right away. I always save a royal flush when playing poker. The thing is, don't play poker with me. Oh, God, that music. That sounds nothing like Disney's Hercules. That doesn't even sound like it could go in the special features on the DVD. It's just one of those songs that drones on and on and on. Perfectly complimenting the gameplay, I might add. And these hints just keep popping up. Hercules, beware of fireballs. Hercules, beware of spite and jealousy. This game is pure action. I'm telling you, this game is so much action that if there was a water protest, this game would be there in Times Square picketing before the feminists got there. That looks more like Luke Skywalker than Disney's fucking Hercules. He does some weird run if you mess around with the buttons. I don't know what it does, though. This game is an ungodly amount of heart. One fuck up and you're dead. And back to the beginning. Lovely. I mean, come on, how do I get on this vine? I'm inching so slowly, and I can't get it. Oh, I see, you gotta do this bullshit to get it. Of course. Good luck landing that. This game is clearly meant to be an acrobatic platformer, as you can
Fucked
see.
myself a little bit with this one.
I have to say, though, it's kind of cool when he swings his sword. Feels like there's some real weight to it. Now, that would be all there is to say about the Disney Hercules games, but there's one last strange addition to this collection. Hercules 2 for the Sega Genesis? Okay, that's right. There's a pirated version of the PS1 edition for the Sega Genesis called Hercules 2. That sure makes a lot of sense. What? You didn't even have to, oh my god! Where was Hercules 1 exactly? Someone fill me in on this? Also, what's with the snapping? Did you mean to use this sound effect, guys? This game is really odd. It uses a lot of the same sound bites, just incredibly bit crushed. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do this. Hercules does what Nintendo Hercules. All right, last on our list. Hercules, the legendary journeys. You know, like the TV show with Arnold Schwarzenegger, or whoever the fuck that was. Fabio, Albert Pacino, Fonzie. The fact that there's a game of this pretty much verifies that someone out there hates me. Hercules TV edition. God, this menu music makes me feel like I'm about to embark on an educational adventure or something. I'm not knocking that, because I want to do that. So I hope that's what's going to happen.
Man, it's only even been 2 days and my face is like super dry feeling.
Yes, I'm buying
already.
It. Clearly that is the gate of a man who has an epic tale to tell. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's probably something about Dracula or werewolves. Let's do this hooperskatch. Good morning, Hercules. It is time to train. Follow me outside so that we may begin. I don't feel like I'm being treated appropriately. There's something about this game that's just eerily familiar, isn't it? But I can't put my finger on it. What is it? The blue action button? The chicken cooing? That forest-like and cozy opening? That holy shit, teleporting centaur! Should have called it The Legend of Hercules, Ocarina of Time, if you catch my cold. Hey! Seriously, this game's introduction is nearly identical to Ocarina of Time. It's like they just want to get my Pavlovian going. My Pavlov.
Hey, I'm sold. I need you to clear these rocks out of this field for me, Hercules. Riveting. I mean, honestly, you get the deadliest and strongest demigod on the planet, and this is what you use him for. This is his best application? Well, I mean, yeah. Who else could pick up rocks that big? Your sister? She can't do it. You know, as far as a licensed game with an IP this mundane, it's really not that bad. Kind of impressive in scale. Although, ultimately, it's nothing I'd write home about. But let's be honest, bring down the mic. Best thing about this game is the overpowered-ass pause sound.
Actually, there's also a Game Boy version of this one. Let's have a look at it. That's the box art? I don't think that's Kevin Sorbo at all.
So the first thing you'll notice about this magnificent work of art is the score. Or should I say the knives running up and down rusty garbage bins. That's probably closer. This hurts my ears so bad, it needs to stop. It's like a mix between a fever dream and the insane clown posse. Oh man, looks like Hercules has been eating one too many ambrosias. You know what I'm saying? His walk cycle is amazing. I can't get enough of it. He looks like Eric Cartman trying to cut a jig. Unlike the N64 version, this one's more like an RPG. It makes this annoying sound every time you talk to someone. Like the world is coming to an end or something. I only speak to sailors. Well, if that's the case, you're probably going to be pretty much limiting yourself to port towns, honestly. And even then, they're out to sea most of the time. Why aren't you on a boat? A boat would really be a better fit for you. Also, what the fuck? Who says that? The fisherman also only talks to sailors. Okay, well, I mean, at least that one makes some sense. The stroller also only talks to sailors. Okay, first of all, what kind of an occupation is stroller? What kind of town is this? How did anyone even learn speech if everyone talks to sailors and there ain't no sailors around town? Well, I guess if being a sailor is what it takes to be validated around here, I might as well take to the streets and give it my all.
He didn't stand a chance.
Poor hunk of a bastard, sunk like a brick. Huh, well this sweet old lady looks kind enough. Maybe I'll finally get a hint about what to do around here. Don't stay here, I might hurt you. Lady, you gotta work on that anger. I'm sorry to have imposed on you, madam. Good thing we're not in Florida, or this may have really turned ugly. Leave me alone, can't you see that I am busy? Oh, don't you worry, Yuri. It's plain for all to see. Also, I think it's prudent to point out that it's actually Mr. Eurydice who's the busy one. Busy, busy, busy. He can't even be bothered to clean out the dead cat, he's so preoccupied. The cat's dead, dude. You can't just leave something like this hanging around. Gotta step up, gotta be a man, get rid of this, put it in the trash. Can't be shirking responsibility. Now, I've played a lot of RPGs in my day, and I gotta say, hands down, this one has to have the most standoffish NPCs ever. I don't think even one of these people is happy to see you. They might as well not be there at all. Hey guys, I don't think you should be so rude to Hercules. He's the son of Zeus. Also, he can kill you really easily. I think that's the main thing. All right, well, if I can't find any help outside, maybe I'll find some help inside. Get out of our home.
Well, yeah, I mean, I suppose that's right. I think anything from that would be deviating from the norm.
I didn't really want to become immortal that much anyways. It's too much hard work. And you gotta keep watching people going in and out of the White House for the rest of the time. No thanks, Samuel. Hey guys, thanks for sticking with me. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can click that. There's more where that came from, so stick around. Or just make fun of me in the comments like you always do. It's gonna be another year before it's another JonTron. I have to eat Chipotle a lot. It takes up a lot of my time. Don't you get it? This is past you. This is above. I'm waving my hand above my head.
That's how he talked? All right. Just one more candy corn and this masterpiece will finally be complete. Sometimes I have to reason with myself that I am not that good, but I know, deep down, that I am that good.
John, can you feel it? Magic is in the air. I'm going back in.
You bet I can feel it, Jock. And you know what? It's wasted in here. I'm gonna go share this with the world. Hey, everyone! Isn't it such a beautiful feeling?
Not the way, asshole!
Jesus! Alright, well, while the outside world may not be so keen on enjoying the spirit of the season, I can always enjoy Halloween from my own living room. And hey, even better with the company of a time-weathered friend.
You can count me in.
Okay, 1.
What even?
I counted you in.
Go to fucking hell.
Goosebumps! Who could forget these classics? These are just the thing to get my spooky nostalgia senses tingling. Easy reads for tough-as-nails kids. Yeah, they may look silly on the outside, but let me tell you, what awaits you within the pages of these books is not for the faint of heart. This stuff was scary for a kid. I mean, who could forget such classics like The Haunted School, The Headless Ghost, You Can't Scare Me, Why I'm Afraid of Bees, that's obvious, isn't it? Piano Lessons Can Be Murder, The Beast from the East. We talking like Asia or like Philadelphia? What are we going for here? Girl Who Cried Monster, oh shit, I actually remember this one. This one scared me. And my personal favorite Halloween-tinged epic, Attack of the Jack-O-Lanterns.
I'm spent solid.
But hey, that's not all. Who could forget the Goosebumps TV show?
Yeah, Goosebumps along with Are You Afraid of the Dark were the two scariest shows for a kid growing up in the 90s. A Tales from the Crypt for kiddies. I can't do that. Ow.
I can't wait, Jock. I just can't wait. I know it's gonna bring me right back. It's gotta be as good as I remember. Okay, it's horrible.
You will beware. You're in for a scare.
Yeah, if you consider bad writing and acting a scare, then this show is Hannibal goddamn Lecter. All right, just gonna check that one off the bucket list. Man, I am just blazing through these. I love how on the intro, whatever the G glides past becomes suddenly evil. The lady on the billboard goes from normal to a slightly upset meth addict / Michael Jackson. Just cracks me up every time how subtle the change is. Honestly, a lot of episodes of Goosebumps are downright entertaining and a pretty good representation of the books. I mean, who can forget the first time they watched Haunted Mask? It still skeeves me out just thinking about it. Good. But unfortunately for you, that's not what we're focusing on here today. We're gonna have a look at some of the absolute worst that this show had to offer. Starting off with, don't go to sleep. Or at least try not to, cause this episode blows. Get that in there, you gotta do like a taco, some method. So, in this episode, we're met with Matt and his family at the dinner table, treating each other with the kind of respect you'd expect to see from a middle-class American family.
How come Greg gets to go and I don't? Because you're a midget.
You know, I could completely see the base to that insult.
It's a school night for Greg.
Well, Greg's 17 and you're 12.
And your father left when you were 7, and I'm a single mom, and you've had a dark yet somehow relatable past. It seems like nothing can go right for our hero Matt, if you want to call him that. His siblings seem to get everything, and he's stuck with the short stick. And he ain't shy of letting everyone know it.
Mom?
What is it, honey? I'm in a hurry.
I was wondering if I could move my room to the attic.
No, honey, don't be ridiculous. It's out of the question.
That's not fair. How come I never get anything I want? Greg gets to stay out late. Pam gets her own phone line.
I said no.
You dirty bitch.
Look, honey, I know it's frustrating, but you won't be 12 forever.
Or will he?
Spooky, scary skeletons.
I don't want to be 12. I hate being the youngest.
Sorry, that's the way it is. That's reality, Matt.
Jesus, if this woman ain't the spitting image of childhood wonder. I'm pretty sure this entire episode so far, she's just been answering directly.
Well, Greg's 17 and you're 12. Talk to me in 3 years. That's reality, Matt.
So Matt goes up to the attic anyways, which is clearly what every kid wants. He gets scared by a man.
Holy shit, someone already found CX Hell's Reaper. Oh my god.
Hey, how's it going? You know something? I don't care what anyone says. I'm hanging out here tonight. Not old enough. Like, what's gonna happen?
I don't even care if I stop taking my meds.
The mouth is gonna be the hardest thing here.
He gives himself a dick flashlight, and then for some reason the bed starts spinning and sends him into an alternate reality where he's the center of attention.
Can I use the phone?
Someone wake up the cameraman.
Good morning, champ.
It turns out in this world, Matt is a famous sports star, and he just can't seem to keep the attention off him.
Yeah, this is Mad Amsterdam. Indoors?
Oh my god.
Indoors what?
Holy fuck, $32 Australian?
What's that? My dad's been dead 10 years. My
Damn.
mother's a single parent, and all I want out of life is to make it in the big leagues like my hero Jackie Robinson.
Truth is stranger than fiction. It's reality. Nothing so strange as...
Who is speaking right now?
To be fair though, there were people that had CX Arc Wizard or whatever from like that fucking toy fair.
About to go to some important hockey match. But as he'll remind you,
I don't even play hockey.
hey kid, this is your fantasy. Don't go
Oh
around
my
blaming
god,
the
that's
world for your lack of
20
sub
USD. Holy shit. What happened to those being like $10?
Can we please give that one more time? That's magnificent. It sounds like my old 1992 IBM computer starting up. So this is where things really start to get amazing. We got hockey coach man over here just making a scene for everyone to enjoy.
Come on, what's going on? Let's get some heads-up hockey. That guy out there, I'll tell you something. $10 million and all of a sudden game. I see you guys out there. You'll be sent down to the minors.
Yeah.
Get up. Guys, look at this guy. Look at him. $10 million. Get him on out there. Don't be like that guy. Looks like a little...
Oh, fuck.
I feel like they gave this guy specific lines, but he just said fuck it and did whatever he wanted. And they're all like, it's lunch break. I don't care. Just leave it. So after a while of Matt getting the shit kicked out of him, he tries to explain that he is in fact not a hockey player, but get this, a kid.
Learn what? What I do? I'm not a pro hockey player. I'm a kid.
Because apparently those two features are just not possible at the same time. And he's finally met with,
Your mommy?
Now, I have a very... Yeah, true. Kangaroos just have to pay more.
You're gonna have to take off your hockey skates.
Clearly there's nothing strange about that.
There's been a mistake. I'm not a
You do be correct.
You're a genius.
Now, I pulled up a couple references from one of my favorites, Shinobi 6.
As you can see, the growth is in a particularly delicate area of the brain. Now, if the operation is successful, the present will be perfectly fine, but one small slip.
That's some heavy shit, Doc.
The whole world's counting on you.
As you can see, the safety procedures at this hospital are pretty much top-notch.
Dr. Amsterdam.
At this point, Matt's getting pretty sick of this undercover Mary-Kate and Ashley bullshit, and he finds himself in yet another alternate reality, one in which he has to defuse a bomb. Once again, no one around him seems to know what to do.
You got me. I don't know anything about bombs.
His reaction is very appropriate, if I'm being honest.
That is Matt Amsterdam. Moments away from getting blown to shreds. He still has time for a joke.
I told you, I don't know anything about bombs. I'm a kid.
So then he's at a wedding? His wedding? Oh, this is making a whole lot of sense. Finally, he finds himself in some sort of extra-physical court, where these two guys at last reveal themselves as the reality police.
Where am I?
He wants to know where he is.
Is that a funny question? Because at this point, I'm pretty sure that's about a reasonable question.
I'll tell you where you are. You're in trouble.
Alright, let's just stop for a minute and try to reason this out. Alright, so I'm here, and here also happens to be, let's call it trouble. Alright, so just run a few schematics on that, and yeah, it's looking pretty good. In trouble is not a location!
Will the defendant please rise?
I don't like that she's looking right at the camera.
You, Joseph Amsterdam, are charged with crimes against reality. How do you plead?
Well, not guilty.
Flawless. Man, this is a case even Johnny Cochran couldn't touch.
I'll be the judge of that.
Okay, for curiosity's sake, of what crime is this innocent kid suspected?
You weren't happy being the youngest in your family. You didn't accept the way things were. Roll the videotape.
Reality. Who needs it? I hate reality.
Yeah, let me get this straight. This kid's crime is wanting to fight the system even when it might be wrong? As you know, accepting the status quo is paramount in this country. How do you think we keep special interest groups lobbying so efficiently?
Guilty?
Man, we get it. You don't gotta be a dick about it. So Matt goes home and never questions anything ever again. Happily ever after. Oh, except for the part where they still decide to fuck with him for the rest of his life.
The fun's just beginning.
So there you have it, folks. The moral of this story is never think, or else the secret police might catch you and kill you no matter what. It's good for the kids if it's good for the adults. I hate to stop the fun now, but this episode was just too big for one segment. We still have 2 more books to cover, so don't go too far.
There we
And
go.
Don't worry. Part 2.
Oh, that's better.
You can say, is someone in my bathroom? Is that someone in my bathroom? I can see an outline, but I'm not sure. While you're waiting, you can follow JonTron on Facebook and Twitter to get
Alright,
the
I'll
most
go from
up-to-date
real quick.
JonTron info. Man, I can't wait for part 2. I'm itching. I don't know, I just can't wait to see more Canadian actors doing their thing. Saying things like about, why are both Are You Afraid of the Dark and Goosebumps Canadian shows? Hey there, this is Canada. Our main export there is Can't Be Children's Horror. Is that a Canadian accent? I don't know. You're currently watching part 2 of a 2-part JonTron Halloween special. If you haven't seen the first part, you won't understand this one, so click here and go watch that first. But if you have, well, I'm gonna drop you right in. Let's go. It's good for the kids if it's good for the adults. All right, next up, My Hairiest Adventure. What kind of name is this? Just make sure you don't get any hair in the slot. Will affect the RAM disk. This one starts off with our main character, Larry Boyd, running from a bunch of dogs and having some life-changing inner monologue.
Get away, leave me alone, dumb dogs.
I can't put my finger on it, but there's something really unsettling about this whole thing.
Hear me wheezing? It's because I have these stupid allergies. The doctor said no running. I hope no one saw me. I must look like a real jerk.
Nah, come on, you're being
But with the BX stuff, or the new stuff, I'm still waiting for Wave Whale.
So much for the bright side.
I really do wish it ended there.
Nice doggies. Go home, doggies.
Go on, get out of here.
That's Lily, my best friend. She's pretty cool, you know, for a girl.
Whoa, hold on. What is that supposed to mean? That's not in the book. The mention of Lily in the introduction is that she's small and cute, not about how she's cool for a girl. The best part about this is that you know an adult wrote this script. That kid had nothing to do with this. When the cameras cut, he was probably like, are you sure we should say that? Hey, Larry, you're pretty cool for a girl, too. Wait, what's that supposed to mean, John?
I wish I knew what's up with those dogs.
I don't know, Larry. Maybe they smell your fear.
I would know since I got mauled by them.
Gee, thanks. Like I needed to hear that.
Oh, Larry, you're a fucking asshole. So Larry goes off to roll his eyes some more with his shitty garage band, and this kid is best thing ever. They find some tanning lotion, and Larry is just really goddamn happy about that. It's mine.
Cool, we'll all be bronze gods for the audition. We can say we played a concert in Hawaii.
Ah! My skin! Look! My skin!
My God, the actors in this episode have an uncanny ability to make their voice and face look as disconnected as possible. So next, Larry goes home and expositions the shit out of his cat.
Boy, Jasper, I think it was that instant tan that made me feel sick. But I can't tell Mom and Dad. They'd kill me if they knew I was using some old stuff I found in...
He then stumbles upon the discovery that he's growing excess hair where he applied the tanning lotion. So then he goes to the bathroom to remove it and just watch.
Are you almost done in there?
Almost.
Well, could you just hand me out my razor?
Can a guy get some privacy?
This fucking humming! That's like the joke voice people do when they're trying to pretend to act natural.
NYPD, open up!
Can a guy get some privacy? So after all that, Larry catches up with Lily and talks to her about his strange experience the night prior.
Did you notice anything last night?
Mouths are always really hard for... fucking... God damn it. How many times have I fucking caught myself saying that? Oh, this is hard for me. This sucks. This is bad. I'm no good. Blech. Fucking...
Are you growing some unexpected hair?
No, are you?
No, are you?
No, I just thought maybe you...
I what?
Growing hair in weird places.
FBI should be knocking on his door any minute now.
Hairy Larry. Hair on his head, hair on his mind.
Okay, so after that painfully horrifying conversation happens, they go to see their friend, who isn't even home in fact. So they decide to go up to his room to do some investigating.
Wonder if his clothes are still here.
Is that really relevant at all?
Can I help?
Oh, it's relevant. So this creepy realtor guy tells them that Manny has moved out and is unnecessarily creepy for no reason at all. So at this point in the story, Larry's basically just going from place to place trying to hide his hair from people and being embarrassed.
Whoa!
And you can't piss on hospitality. I won't allow it!
Where's the bathroom? Oh.
Are you okay, Larry?
I decided I better get out of here. Any way I could. Be right there. What's for dessert? Dessert? Was that lame or what?
No, nah, it's a pretty normal thing to say, honestly. So he escapes homeward through some dogs and...
I had to check and see if there was hair growing anywhere else.
No!
None on my chest.
Please, Larry, you don't understand.
None on my back.
You don't know what you're doing here.
And now, my...
Naturally, Larry's parents are wondering what the fuck is up with Larry, so they call the doctor to check him out.
I don't think the tanning lotion had anything to do with it.
Really?
That's unlikely. Oh, it's probably some sort of skin irritation.
Yes, Larry has a band audition coming up.
Yes, that's probably it.
Now, where did I put that MD? Eventually, Larry starts connecting the dots and comes to the conclusion that the kids' disappearances are linked to them turning into dogs. And he goes around town talking to a bunch of stock vague adults, my favorite kind of them.
Listen to what I'm telling you. There is no Lily.
Yes, there is, though.
Forget about her.
Well, that's going to be difficult. But the great must always fall. He gets fed up with his lack of detective skills and makes it known.
How about some roast beef?
I don't want food, I want answers!
God damn it, Larry. You're hard to love, but you're harder to hate.
What were my mom and dad hiding? Could Lily really be a dog? Mom! Dad!
You think I'm gonna keep going after that? Can't do that. And yes, he was a dog, and so was everyone else. They were dogs. Moral of the story's real good on this one. It's don't be unlucky and be a dog. That's a good one. All right, this is Halloween after all, and after all, Halloween is scary. So it's time to take a look at the final chapter of our little Goosebumps saga. You thought those last two were bad? Honey, those were Citizen Kane and Casablanca in relation to this butchering of an R.L. Stine classic. Last, but certainly not best, Ghost Beach. Well, the third one's already waiting to go. I just gotta put it right in there and we'll get it right started. Oh my God, not again! Get out of here! This tale is about two inner city kids, brother and sister, Jerry and Terry, who are visiting their relatives on the beach. The Ghost Beach!
Oh man, you and your dumb hobbies.
Yeah,
fuck you for being interested in things, you stupid bitch.
Who makes wax rubbing?
I do, because I'm interested in things.
Okay, at first I was kind of advocating for you because you was being a dick for no reason, thought you were the victim, but now I can basically see that you're both pretentious fucks. So pretty immediately, they get startled by some stranger kids who live nearby. Oh God, it's Whoopi Goldberg!
Best one ever.
Hit you in the sack, Jack.
We've been watching you guys.
Okay, so that's not creepy at all.
We're staying with Brad and Agatha, our fourth cousins, twice remodeled.
Removed, Jerry. Twice removed.
No, keep remodeled. It's much better. Now, I just have to say, my favorite thing about this episode is the acting chops on that creepy girl.
We could see you this morning, heading out for the graveyard, so we thought we'd give you a little scare.
From these strange kids, Jerry and Terry learn of a ghost named Harrison Sadler that allegedly still roams the area.
Harrison Sadler is dead, but he still walks the night.
And just like that, before you know it, they do that thing where they just start acting spooky out of nowhere and say they gotta go.
It's enough, Sam. The cave? Come on, we need to go. We'll see you around.
Hey, give Jerry a little more of that.
Oh, I sure will, Brad.
Listen, that's making me really uncomfortable. Wait a sec, didn't they say these were their fourth cousins twice removed?
So nice you folks brought you up here to be with your own cousins.
Is that how that works? I'm not a scholar, but these look more like grandparents to me. Like I said, disclaimer, I'm not a schooler. So everything's going great. Everyone's happy. That is, of course, until they bring up the kids they met on the beach, Sam and Louisa.
We met some other Sadlers today. Kids.
Sam and Louisa.
Nice kids.
I just love dinner scenes like this, where everything's going great and then someone says something that cues in the unsettling music. And everyone suddenly becomes distant and mysterious, like they've never even known each other.
We went on about some ghost in a cave.
Well, I got some reading to do.
Oh, I'll help.
Excuse me, you'll help?
Jock, quick! I need your help reading this, or I won't be able to do it in time. I want to find out where in this classic book series R.L. Stine said he wanted the show to be written by a bunch of chimpanzees.
It doesn't say that anywhere.
Some kinds of seaweed you can actually eat. It's full of iodine. There are no bugs in it. I wish I had a book on all the different types of seaweed.
I didn't even think it was possible to sound like that much of a bitch talking about seaweed. Congrats, man. This girl could make Gandhi sound pretentious. Jerry takes a nice trip and finds a skeleton laying on the beach.
Perfect skeleton.
Of what?
A raccoon, maybe.
Yeah, a raccoon on the beach.
Too small for a raccoon.
Every single time they show that skeleton again, they use that shock stinger sound.
Perfect skeleton.
Well, if it's not a raccoon, then what is it?
The bones are picked clean. What kind of animal would do something like this?
I guess if you're going to be around here, you should know. It wasn't an animal that picked those bones clean. It was the ghost. The ghost of Harrison Sadler.
Oh!
It killed and ate it because dogs can tell if someone's a ghost.
Dogs always bark to warn about ghosts.
Oh!
Have you ever seen it? Do you see that opening in those rocks? The ghost lives up there.
First of all, why did she turn backwards 270 degrees instead of the easier 90 this way? All right, let's keep on going. We're close to the end, goddammit. I'm gonna enjoy this Halloween if it kills me.
And it will kill you, Mr. Trump. Shut up, scary jack-o'-lantern. I don't give a fuck about your shit right now.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't really realize you were going through a thing like that.
But that's okay. Just think about how I feel next time, maybe.
Jerry then spots a light in the cavern where Harrison Sadler is supposed to be. And they once again bring this knowledge back to their relatives. Cousin Grandpa tries to explain it away using Aurora Borealis, but the kids just aren't buying it.
You ever hear of Aurora Borealis, Jerry?
Yeah?
It happens certain times of the year or something. Electric gets in the air and the whole sky lights up in streamers.
Bullshit, Grandpa! At this point, we know something fishy is going on. Jerry scares Terry like this for no reason. And it's decided between them to go out to the cave for a grand adventure to put this mystery to rest once and for all. And let me go to sleep tonight.
Look, that's no Aurora Borealis.
And here is where we finally come face to face with the ghost of Harrison Sadler. That's not a ghost. That's not a ghost at all. That's a guy.
It's dangerous to get involved with ghosts.
Ghosts. I don't like it. Nothing personal. It's just a cultural thing.
You think I'm a ghost, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a ghost.
All right, but I got my eyes on you.
I saw your gravestone.
An ancestor's, not mine.
Bullshit! It's a ghost!
I'm going to tell you a story, and I want you to listen very carefully. In the year 1641,
I love exposition. So the totally not ghost of Harrison Sadler explains that 300 years ago, pilgrims sailed to this very location. But when they got here, they were faced with a terrible winter and bare-bones living conditions. And their deaths were so unbearably painful that they stayed here as ghosts.
and so they lingered on.
Like you?
I told you. I study ghosts. I'm not a ghost.
Like me, specifically? I am not a ghost, but I've taken many courses in ghosts and I'm decently interested in ghosts, but I am definitely not a ghost. And any information you find that may lead you to believe that I am a ghost, that is wrong. Trust me.
Your two young friends are
Sam and Louisa?
dead for 3 centuries. I've studied them.
Oh, okay. I don't even care anymore. He tells them to go off to the graveyard to find their answer, which apparently they just do because it's... After some searching, they find the gravestones of Louisa and Samuel, the 2 strange kids on the beach. Yeah, but it's okay. It's probably a misunderstanding. They're probably just more distant relatives. See, there they are.
That ghost is clever, making you think we're the ghosts.
Then where did these come from? Our ancestors. We just got named after them, that's all.
Oh my god, they actually use that excuse again. Good.
They may be good ghosts, but they're certainly not good liars. So Sam and Louisa showed Jerry and Terry their own graves for some reason. I don't even know at this point.
Jerry and Terry Scrooge, this is your fate. If you don't go back to Chicago, wherever you're from, and stop fucking around already.
What does he want? What do you think? To eat you and bury your bones right here.
Eating you and burying your bones? What is this, Jack and the Beanstalk? That's Grimm's fairy tales level. That's like before we had reference to a large body of horror literature level storytelling. Can you tell me something? Why does a ghost even need sustenance? Alright, come on, carry on, Louisa. What else? I don't have time for this shit. They come to an agreement and hatch a plan to stop the ghost of Harrison Sadler once and for all. What's their plan, you ask? Okay, you ready for this? To use rocks to trap the ghost.
Seal him up in his cave with rocks.
Rocks? Trap the ghost.
They all arrive at the beachfront and are just about to complete their plan.
No, you'll come with us.
I can't, Jerry. I'm scared.
Jerry, it's just not possible. I'm frightened.
Well, well, well. Here we all are. You've done well bringing the ghosts to me.
Ghosts? Us?
You're the ghost!
Ah, yes. You thought I was the ghost because she, the ghost, convinced you that she couldn't be the ghost, but that I am the ghost. Clever tricks for a ghost.
You said it yourself! Dogs recognize ghosts! Dogs target ghosts!
Bring them to me.
We never had a chance to live!
The first winter! It wasn't fair!
We never had a life at all!
We all died in the cold!
Get out of here, you bastards! I'm sick of your shit!
We were so hungry!
Oh, come on, Terry, lighten up. What are you screaming at?
Stay with us, cousin! Jerry, next time you see me sleeping, don't wake me up.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you 2 seconds to figure out the twist. Have a guess. Yep. The old people were the ghosts, and they eat dogs. Maybe they could have saved us some time and gone back and eaten Larry Boyd for us. And I can't think of anything relevant to say about the first one. That was a long time ago, you know what I'm saying? Also, I guess all the other people were ghosts too. That or they all just died a horrible death back there. I guess that would mean if they weren't ghosts before, they are now.
Everyone's ghosts! I'm ghosts! You're ghosts! She's ghosts!
Honestly, this show might be some of the cheesiest schlock this side of the planet, but I'll never forget the spirit of the original books, which are honestly still pretty gripping today despite the simplicity. I suppose that's what you call good writing.
So kick back, watch the leaves change, and enjoy the month of October, folks. It only comes once a year. Happy Halloween. You can't drink that? It's gonna be like the scene in AI where Haley Joel Osment eats the spinach because his older brother is taunting him, and also because you're a bird, you'll die of alcohol poisoning. Wow. Hey guys, quick announcement before you watch the video. This Home Alone video is going up a little bit earlier than it would. I know it's a bit weird because we just launched the site, but due to some odd circumstances, the next 2 JonTron videos are going to go to YouTube and Normal Boots at the same time. But when it gets to March again, it's Normal Boots exclusive. So for now...
Yeah, that lasted quite a bit, didn't it? The whole Normal Boots deal.
Nothing like the smell of nog on Christmas Eve, eh, Shock?
That's racist.
This year, I'm getting nuts. Every other year I play it safe. Not this year. I'm getting nuts.
Hell yeah, boy. Let's do this. Time to get nuts.
You feel me? You feel me on this? You know, it never really struck me before, but I'm starting to think there might be a pretty big species divide between you and I. Very, very different interpretations on what getting nuts means. Now, some grandmothers are known to be on the same level, getting a roasted nut or two for the holidays, but this raw shit, that's nuts.
Oopsie.
You like nuts, Jacques? I'll show you how to cook up a nut. You smell it? It's pure. It's Christmas spirit. I see fans shaking, singing howdy fuck. You smell that? It smells like the Hamptons in January. Fish coming fresh off the water.
You'll miss me when I'm gone.
It's Christmas! Come on, Jacques, we got Christmas to do. You doing alright there? You look, yeah, you look a little different. Ah, what is it with these fucking nuts? Macaulay? Is that you?
That's me. I'm here to tell you it's not too late. You still have a chance.
Jesus, what happened to your face? You doing alright?
I'm dead.
I mean, honestly, seeing you in interviews, you seem like a great guy. You got a bit of a corpse face.
John, it's January 25th. You slept for a month. You slept through Christmas and starved your bird out.
All right, Kronos. If I'm expected to believe it's January 25th, then why does my calendar say it's December 25th? Auto Domini, year of our Lord, bitch. Uh-oh.
By the way, I'm trying to help you here. I'm gonna go ahead and ignore how hurtful that last statement was about the corpse face and help you undo this thing. I shouldn't now. I shouldn't, but I'm gonna, because I'm a good person. I didn't do that much drugs, and my dad stole my money. The only way to bring your dead friend back is to find a good game from the Home Alone franchise, which is, there's a lot of them, so good luck. I need it. Please help me now. I got a couple 2-3 bookies on me and a few late car payments. Find the game, please. Start your search for answers here.
Home Alone 1 on the NES? You know how many hours of my life you wasted with it? Home Alone, a franchise based entirely off this face. See, this one's a classic. They knew what they were doing. First one's got the face. Second one got away from the face. You can't get away from the face. Third one didn't have the face, and that's why Jonathan Taylor Thomas, or whoever the fuck this is, didn't have such a good time. Around number 4, they realized what they were doing wrong. They got the face back, got the face going, ratings skyrocketed. But see, the problem with this one, they got earnest in this one. I mean, what are they trying to do? Bring him back from the dead? That's disrespectful. 5, though. Oh, this one's the classic one. The holiday heist. Now, look at that face. It's beautiful. This one's for the Criterion Collection. They even got Malcolm McDowell. I'm sure they walked up to him. They didn't have to do any explaining. He said, I'm Malcolm McDowell. I've worked with the greatest. I've worked with Kubrick. I've been at Clockwork Orange. Get the fuck out of my house. You asked me if I do holiday heists. Would you ask me, do you want the best caviar on the planet? You don't ask a man a question like that. Get the fuck out of my mansion.
The later Home Alone films were just cash-ins on the series, but the first two were actually really good films. They were written by John Hughes, directed by Chris Columbus, who would go on to make the first two Harry Potter films, hilariously, and Guy Only Goes in Twos. And the music was composed by the one and only John Williams.
So naturally, they made a bunch of games to capitalize on the hype. Do any of them stand to capture the childlike and whimsical essence of the films? Let's find out, because apparently that's the first step to getting my bird back, according to the actor of the titular films, Macaulay Culkin. Where's that pasty-ass Skeletor motherfucker? Is he getting his ectoplasm on my toothbrush? Swear to fucking God.
Let's take a look at Home Alone 1 for the NES first. What? This game is made by Bethesda? Like Skyrim Bethesda? Yeah, it actually is. The same Bethesda that made Skyrim and Fallout 3 made Home Alone 1 for the NES. Weird. In this game, unsurprisingly, you play as Kevin, and you wander around your house without parents, I guess. I mean, come on, you gotta give him some credit. That's pretty true to the film's core message. Ah, look at this. They got people walking by. I didn't know they had AI street tech in the Oh, Jesus, he's in my house! Okay, so that's terrifying. In the movies, the villains are in it for the valuables, but here they seem to be only interested in Kevin. Where's Chris Hansen and that suspiciously benign plate of cookies when you need him?
You know what? I don't want this cookie. I just want to get to the beach.
Come here, just 1 second.
Yeah, that's just about right. That's appropriate. A boy is captured and will likely be found dead in the coming weeks, and all you got is oh no. It's good, it's got a good message. So the point of the game, and I'm being generous here with that statement, seems to be walk around, pick up random objects, and place them as traps to halt the kidnappers. I can barely tell what's going on in this game. We got stuff like spider, toy car. What's this, potato? Did I just pick up a fucking potato to stop robbers? Oh, well, there's the light bulb for it, at least. That's good. Now I can knock them out with my impressive science skills. Brink's new home potato security. Are those nails? Why can't I pick these up? There are real robbers in my house. There are real, hardened criminals in my house and about. I'm pretty sure nails would be infinitely more useful than potato. I see Michael Jackson made such a big impact on Macaulay Culkin, they put the moonwalk in the game. Let's grab the spider, because, you know, that's not completely terrifying or anything. Oh, shit, put it down, put it down, put it down! Oh, yeah!
Did I just trip up that robber with a spider and then do a moonwalk? That's it! This is the best game ever! Cue the song and dance!
Okay, even though this is clearly just, one of the most sublime games ever created, I'm gonna go ahead and try to nitpick a bit. I think I'll start with, what the hell is going on with anything? The perspective is completely bonkers. What's going on? What's this? What am I standing on? Is that my house? Is that another house across the street, or is that a subterranean lair?
Home Alone? Well, this is more akin to a Mobius strip.
It's like a Klein bottle up in here. You better fill it up with hot tar, pour it on those pesky intruders.
If that wasn't enough for you and your entire lineage, they also made Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
This music's giving me a fever dream of Macaulay Culkin's goddamn gremlin head. Ah! Get it out of here. In memory of Tom Hite. Poor bastard. The last thing this guy worked on in his life. All the things he did just funneled down to Home Alone 2 on the NES. For his sake, I hope it's better than Home Alone 1. I guess this is supposed to be Tim Curry's character, given that he plays the concierge that's after Kevin in the movie. Tim, you been eating your vegetables? You don't look yourself. Literally. At all. So right off the bat, this game's a lot better than the last one. Take that for what you will. At least you're just dealing with left and right. No theoretical physics in this version. But that doesn't mean they put much thought into it. As you can see, they've gone into painstaking detail to recreate Kevin McAllister's signature goiter hump. You can almost smell the ointment.
I don't know, what do you put on goiter? Salve? Salve?
Well, let's not forget the real star of the show, the fact that you can pull this shit. Yeah! Pete Townsend! Risky business! And a platoon! Risky business again! This game is goddamn madness. Everything wants to kill you just for the street cred. Possessed luggage, Frankenstein's monster, bloody mops, even horses. Who's running this hotel? The Addams family?
Let me tell you, in my experience, only two kind of old ladies can move like that. Retired Russian Olympians and witches.
You see that right there? That's a parabola. Now only a witch can pull off a parabola of this nature.
I think this establishment's got bigger problems on its hands than Kevin McAllister running around with a fake credit card. The main point of this game seems to be to make a mad dash to the end of the level. But when you get there, the elevator doors are closed. I don't know what to do. You can get these, what appear to be a necklace of pearls. I guess we might as well try to take out some of the enemies with it. Maybe that'll lead us in the right direction. Bam! Ah, well, okay, that didn't do anything. Okay, I guess it's more of a trap than a projectile. Gotta use the old McAllister wits here. Come here, chubby checker. Time to do the twist. He just walked right over my beads like it was nothing. Yeah, I hate this game. It doesn't even let me have fun when I try. This game automatically goes on my shit list because keys kill you. What kind of sadism is this? These are deeply rooted conventions, man. You don't mess with this stuff. And this game came out way after things like Legend of Zelda. All right, they had time. It turns out you're actually supposed to bang on the elevator button a bunch of times to get the elevator to come, which I guess is about accurate. I mean, usually when you're trying to call an elevator, you just do it like... This is a video game, though. How was I supposed to know I had to wait for the elevator? This isn't some experimental indie game. It gave me no indication it was even coming.
Let's move on to the SNES. That's one of my favorite systems. There's gotta be a good Home Alone game on that.
That's better already. Decent graphics, and at least it plays like an actual video game. Whoa, hold up. Look at that giant emerald ring on the dresser over there. You could pawn that off and buy Kenya. It's no wonder people are trying to rob this guy's house all the time. Okay, first off, who is this cartoon mobster here, and why does no one care that he's in my house? Is he just a weird family member? Is he my dad? Is that my game dad? Also, I'd just like to point out that this bowling ball placement is exquisite. So basically, the point of this fun kids SNES game is to run around and collect valuables from your house, and then when you collect them, deposit them into these safes, which drop the items into a sex dungeon? What is the significance of this? Is that a giant vault in their basement? Who has a giant vault in their basement? I really have no idea why I'm supposed to do this. I can't figure it out. If you can't figure out how to play Home Alone 1 on the SNES right away, what? It's bad. It's redo the game, throw it out, redo the fucking game. Also, for some reason, every item you deposit always turns into a candelabra. Was Liberace the executive producer for this game or something? Seriously, why? I'm picking up emerald rings, sacks of money, but it always turns into a golden candelabra. Why does it always turn into a candelabra? Okay, seriously. You're gonna tell me that a community of right-minded adults made a game about a 10-year-old boy and then decided that the best course of action would be to have the game over screen be a naked picture of him? Let it be known that this is actually the only part of the movie where he touches his face and screams, and it's when he's applying nakedly aftershave, applying it. Oh, looks like they caught old Kevin after all. His tricks and toy cars weren't enough to keep the fully grown robbers with more developed brains at bay.
Is there a single good Home Alone thing after Home Alone 2 the movie? Exception, of course, to Episode 5 Holiday Heist, highly regarded as the strikes back of the series, of course.
Certainly not the Game Boy version. It's really just the same thing as the SNES version with a few marked improvements that I'll go over right now. For one thing, when you shoot the mobster, he turns into Michael Jackson Moonwalker. Still got that bowling ball, though. That's how you know it's authentic.
Maybe there's hope in Home Alone 2 for the SNES. But probably not. No hope in here. Probably ain't no hope for the life of everyone.
This is exactly the same game as the one for the NES, but this one has much better JPEG. You can tell by the fact that Tim Curry looks like he has less jaundice in this one. But unfortunately, they didn't find out how to make him look like Tim Curry yet. Oh my god! I think they've literally just cut out Joe Pesci's head and pasted it on this cartoon body. Look at the clipping on the peacoat. But don't get me started on Daniel Stern here. He looks like he's trying to cork out a hard shit he's been brewing in his ass for a couple of weeks. Most everything here is the same, bar the graphical upgrade. Except this lady's different. Also, I think this bear is tripping balls with that dog down there. That is the face of someone who's seen some shit.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. Not even a single one of these games can be considered passable. Who made these? Who was paid money to make these? Shit! Wait! There is
rarest game of them all. Only released in Europe for the PlayStation 2. And that's like 10 years newer than the SNES. They must have figured out how to make a good Home Alone game by then. I mean, they fucked up every other time. You can only fuck up so many times before someone fires you. Let's do this. I gotta save my best friend. Oh yeah, the 20th Century Fox logo. You always know you're in for something good when you see that. Oh, are you serious? Is that something that someone who calls himself a professional artist actually made and handed to their boss, and the boss went, yeah, that looks good, do that. Oh my God. This isn't some sort of hacked game. This is a real game with real box art and real money that was exchanged by real people to really fucking own it on PlayStation 2. Oh my God, this looks like something you'd see an 11-year-old post on DeviantArt. Look at this house. Now look at this house bordering the text. I could literally make this in Photoshop in like 2 minutes tops. Here, no, I'll do it. I'll do it right now. I did it. I literally made the exact same thing with a mouse and zero experience in art. Don't you remember these iconic characters from the film? Kelly? Carl? Carly? My favorite scene with them was this one. What is this? What am I doing? I'm alone, but I'm not in a home. I'm in some botanical garden. Also, why is this taking place during summer? Did anyone on this, and I use this phrase loosely, team of developers watch the film before sitting down and making the game? I know they had to put it together in one whole weekend, but damn, son, that is some serious commitment to being unfaithful to your source material. You spend more time in this game walking around locking doors than you do laying traps for the bad guys. Excuse me, you could turn the effects down in this game? What effects? This game has effects that you can turn off? So basically, you go around attempting to attack the two burglars with various things you find laying around. My personal favorite is the spider, because you just throw a fucking spider at them. You just throw another living being at their face. I can't believe this is a real game. It's no wonder they didn't release this game outside of Europe. The box art, I mean no exaggeration by this. The box art is literally the best part about this game. How did this happen? No, seriously, how did this game happen? It was released in 2006. That's like 10 years after Home Alone was even relevant anymore. Why did anyone opt to make this game? Was there some sort of interdimensional being they had to keep at bay by making a new Home Alone game? Well, I guess that's it. I'll never see Jacques again. There's not a single redeemable game in this entire library! Wait a second. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Come on. I must have missed something. I mean, there were so many different competing companies back in the 90s that... Sega! That's it! Home Alone for Sega Genesis! Well, this may be one of the first times that the Sega versions of a game are better than their SNES counterparts. But the Home Alone games on Sega are pretty sweet. At least compared to the horror that I just witnessed. Tight graphics, novel gameplay. Kevin looks and controls just as you'd expect him to. And you know what? In the case of 2, this is a pretty accurate rendition of New York City as far as the Sega Genesis goes. I found it! Macaulay, wake up! Come on, wake up. Come on. Get out that stove corn. Shit, I hallucinated all that, didn't I?
Jumptron.
Pokemon, a series dearly beloved by many. Few games can claim to harness its gravitational pull. This golden goose has sold millions upon millions of copies, spawned countless varieties of merchandise, and touched multiple generations of kids and adults alike. How many franchises do you know that bridge the generational gap? Now I know what you're probably thinking to yourself. Why are you telling me this? I've played them all. I've been to them all. I've been to Kanto, Johto, Ancho, Habanero, Poblano, Antonio Banderas. I swung them all.
What the fuck do I want to do for this mouth?
Swung with the best. But you ain't never seen the likes of this. That's right. With every big fish, there's a leech on the belly. Today we're gonna have a look at the fascinating world of bootlegged Pokemon games. Now these aren't games you can find in stores. They're games that made their way into circulation one way or another. None of them are licensed or acknowledged by Nintendo, and they're pretty damn hard to find. First off, let's look at what's known as Pocket Monster. It's inferred that it was released in the year 2000 by DVS Electronics, because on the box art there are two small icons reading New Game and 2000. Hey, it's not empirical science, but what can I tell you? I'm a simple man. It's strange. The label on my game says Pokemon Pikachu Edition, which first off isn't even the name of the game at hand, but if you peel back the label, there's another label that says Pikachu and it's spelled wrong? What is this game? Who made it and why? Look at his Pikachu. Seriously, is it any wonder why he's so popular? Even when he's half-assed and bootleg, he still melts my heart. I can feel the money loosening from my wallet already. He's all like, fuck you. All right, I gotta leave, okay?
John, we just started. Come on, man.
Listen, there's a lot to see in this life. Not wasting it here. Well, there's a shocker for you. 5 seconds into the game and it's already like... Look at his arms flailing. Even he's confused and terrified. Hey, I'm not blaming him. I would be too. Listen to this music. This is not level 1 music. Talk about putting the player on edge right away. This game is extremely hard to play. When Pikachu jumps, the entire game lags. Every single time. But then when you just want to go forward, he speeds up like a power walker with a New York minute to spare. So it's like you're constantly in a battle between game speeds. Makes the platforming real difficult right off the bat. Also, can we take a minute to talk about the fact that Pikachu has the face of a balding middle-aged man? Curly Howard, is that you? Did you come back? Did you come back from the ground mausoleum? Even more ridiculous than all that is his walk cycle. I mean, look at that thing! Coupled with the music, it's like a vaudeville act in here. Maybe it really is curly, because, I mean, they started as a vaudeville act back in 1925. But that's not that funny, though, because they're all dead. I thought they were supposed to be funny. It's so bizarre seeing a Pokemon game actually playing on my SNES. This game's like a breath of fresh air, because it showcases all the Pokemon that we've come to know and love over the years. You can see Beedrill, Porygon, Monkey, Mario Dinosaur, Poop, Abomination. What is this? Is this what happens when illicit Pokemon breeding goes unchecked? I'm looking at this from every goddamn angle there is. I can't tell where it starts and where it ends. Well, it's got a pine cone for a body. It's wearing a fez. And it's got that one staring, unblinking eye that reminds you that this creature lives in never-ending, ceaseless agony. Oh, by the way, this game's pure bullshit. You can never see what's below you, so you always have to take leaps of faith that more often than not lead to your untimely demise. And it doesn't even matter how far you get. There's no checkpoint. So if you die, it's straight back to the beginning. When you drop back into the game after a death, that's you. That's an accurate representation of you saying, "No, don't put me back in, please!" The continue screen looks like a PSA for abused Pokemon. To me, it's as if he's laying there, wounded in the light, and a Pokeball rolls up to him, and Ash says, "Keep going, Pikachu, or it's back in the ball for you." No, I don't want it! God, shit! So I finally beat the first level. Boss is a Snorlax. Pretty energetic for a Snorlax, wouldn't you say? So at the beginning of level 2, you just see Ash say, "It's hot?" Oh, he's coming. Any minute now. Oh, there he is. Okay. Beautiful. Oh, by "it's hot," he meant literally. It's a fire level. Thanks for looking out for me, Ash. I really appreciate it. This is Scutson. What is that? Is that Branson? Is that half-dancing crab demon?
Is that Nightmare? Is that true Nightmare?
Strangely enough, there's another SNES Pokemon game. It's a port of Pokemon Stadium for the N64, it looks like. The biggest difference being that there's a predetermined roster of 12 Pokemon. Don't those names just look strikingly familiar? Who could forget Spia and Daggett and Rafe? It is a fully fledged game, but there's not much to say about it. I'm just baffled that it exists at all. Next up is Pokemon Adventure on the Game Boy Color. Oh man, this one looks great. It looks like a game Nintendo actually could have made. Let's do this. I'm ready to go on this balloon-based adventure with Pikachu. What's happening? Nope. Shut it. Fuck! Can't I just have a break? Can't I just have one break? I'm not playing this up, okay? These were my actual first moments with the game. Complete confusion. You know, this game sets up a certain special scenario for you. It says, welcome to the game. That's the one thing you can see. Fuck you. This is clearly a platformer. Why is the first enemy unkillable? Is this just a way to condition me for the journey ahead? Something you might notice is that Pikachu jumps like Sonic. He's even got those super fast spinny feet when he runs, like in Sonic 2. Oh hey, and he even charges up in a ball, like Sonic the Hedgehog. Yep, that's Sonic. It's Sonic! It turns out that this is actually a hack of an existing hack for the Game Boy Color called Sonic Adventure 7. What happened to 3 through 6? Do you even realize what this means? Ladies and gentlemen, we are playing what could be the world's very first double hack.
Warning, John. You are in danger of reaching hack capacity.
Next one up's a bit weird. It's called Moemon. This one's weird. I don't know what to say about it. It's Pokemon with little girls. I mean, it's very obvious that a lot of care and passion went into making this. I mean, you can actually tell which Pokemon is which by looking at those beautifully crafted sprites. But why? Do you realize that for this to happen, someone had to sit down, look at Pokemon, and say, you know, this is great, but it needs more little girls. I'm gonna go downstairs to my basement now, next to my little girl dungeon, and program this game. Welcome to Planet Earth, ladies and gentlemen. The next two games I want to talk about are Pokemon Diamond and Jade. Huh, I guess someone beat Nintendo to the punch with Diamond there. But, oh, this is not the Diamond version you're thinking of, because that would be a time machine. And I know you don't have any of those laying around. In this particular instance, we know Diamond is better than Jade, because Jade has a goat demon on the box. And look at it, just look at the eyes. I think there's feeling behind those eyes. Feeling a bit of a chill. So I think I'm starting to maybe feel ghosts or something. I just want to point out that at the beginning of this Pokemon game, there's an armadillo on a cell phone. I mean, presumably just trying to get reception in this forest, because let's face it, there's not much reception out there. Hold on a second. Talk about rocking out with your cock out. I bet you $50 that's the guy who made Moemon back there. That's Mr. Moemon. This game is taking something completely fantastical, the world of fantasy monsters, and bringing it down to the most mundane level. He's like, did you remember to pick up the baking soda? So this game has some weird fascination with cell phones. Yeah, totally gets me in the Pokemon spirit. Oh, it's decide time. It's time to make substantial decisions about my life and career. Oh, wait, never mind. Literally just wants me to tell the time. I bet at this point you're all saying to yourselves, John, what is this shit? Get it out of my face. This doesn't look anything like a Pokemon game. Well, if that's what you were thinking, you'd be right. It is in fact a Japanese cell phone-themed RPG called Keitai Denju Telefang. Okay, now get this. It means mobile phone beast Telefang. God damn it, that was the word I wanted to know most. What in God's name is a Telefang? Listen, Japan, I know this was the early 2000s, but I just can't see a series about monsters talking on telephones ever catching on. Damn it, he's nothing. Yeah, you can say that again. Now, the next one's actually one of my favorite ones. It's called Pokemon Vietnamese Crystal. Yeah, that's actually what it's called.
That's racist.
Now you listen here, Pip Pip. A racist mind is a racist kind. Now, you take that to sleep with you tonight, because I know I'm not going to change hearts and minds in a day. You don't give a man a peanut, expect him to have a farm the next day. But it's all right. It's all right. One day, we will all be equal on this earth. Until then, I'm going to give you a kiss, Muffin. This game is exactly as advertised. It's Pokemon Crystal for Game Boy Color, but translated to Vietnamese and sold on the street as a bootleg. Oh, but that is not what sets this game apart from the rest. What makes this one so special is the bizarre translation. Welcome! It's Elf's World? Elf's World? Oh man, this game's bringing the nostalgia right back. How could I forget the...
You know, I probably should just get a fucking visor 3D model and use that instead of trying to guess at it.
Monster. He literally demands that not just me, but everyone call him Elf Monster. I couldn't make this shit up. I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. I'm sad that I lack the talent to make this shit up. Elves here are called Monster. Well, that's good to know. He looks happy enough about it. They existed everywhere. Oh, that's terrible. What happened to them? They play friendly, help each other. There are many secrets inside to know these riddles. Oh, philosophy-wise, he's up there with the greats. Aristotle, Plato, Confucius, meth head down my street that forgot how to speak English from too much meth. Please check the time. Well, it's about 1:15. Why'd you want me to do that? How many minutes? I don't know. There's about 60 of them in an hour. Are we talking days? Weeks? Years? Oh, okay. Looks like I gotta set the time. What af 3-hin time? Well, that's a fantastic question. I don't know myself. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, you don't gotta yell. I didn't know it meant so much to you. Af 3H17 bad. Sleep too late. Yeah, I think I'm gonna quit here. This game's starting to judge my lifestyle. I don't need that. I made it past age 18. I pay my bills. I pay my taxes. I'm gonna sleep late if I fucking want to. Fuck you. Let's get back to the real games here. Pokemon 4-in-1 on the NES. That's just so weird to me. A Pokemon game on a console 10 years older than the original game. Who thought this was a good idea? Essentially, what we've got here is just a collection of minigames based around Pokemon, 3 of which apparently revolve around pica, the eating disorder which causes people to ingest inedible objects. And speaking of food, Pikachu himself looks like a fucking potato. Pika-click, Pika-slot, Pika-dance, and Pac-Man? That one is just called fucking Pac-Man. Okay, hold on. No, that is the only game that had a P in it to begin with. They could have just as easily called it Pika-Man, as all the others are themed with Pika, but no, they just left it Pac-Man. All right, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they didn't want the subtlety of their blatant theft to be lost on the masses. Pika-click is just a game where you match blocks. I don't know what's going on with this one. I don't even know if you can lose. Click, 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 fuck it. I don't give a shit. Pika-slot is stupid too. It's just a slot machine. Literally. It's just luck. Press the button and watch it go. The only feedback you get from this game is the win box on the right. Who would play this? Who would Pac-Man. Oh, now this one's good. This one has some depth to it. Probably because it's Pac-Man. Literally, it's Pac-Man, and it changed the course of the gaming market when it came out because it's fucking Pac-Man. Pika-dance is great. Look at him go. Set to the song Butterfly by Smile DK. Where are these Pokemon going to? I think I want to head up there with them. Oh, not to mention, every single high score on this game is DDR, 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 didn't bother to hide it, DDR, didn't bother to hide it, Pac-Man, DDR, lose, 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 lose! Well, my work's done here. I'm gonna go get a goddamn glass of bootleg milk, calm my goddamn nerves, feel like Geppetto in the goddamn Pinocchio musical. Wait a second, isn't this that version of Pokemon where the Pokemon actually die instead of faint? And it had that version of Lavender Town that caused all those Japanese kids to get mysteriously ill. Oh, I should get rid of this. Well, maybe I'll just have one play.
The Japanese kid. Well, yo, what up, Puna T? Yeah, I'm sure that was something he made up for the video.
Thanks for watching. If you want to stay current with all the JonTron going-ons, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, and follow me on Twitter. And if you want to see something else cool, just click this annotation here. It'll take you to an episode of Did You Know
Hi.
Gaming I voiced on Pokemon Science. It was mysterious. Carl Sagan.
It was made up by Creepy. Yes, of course it was. I'm sure he probably knew that. This video is also like over 10 years old.
JonTron.
Like glass stained forever red is the mind that won't let go.
It's been interesting to go back. My avatar looks like the Chad meme. It's from fucking Nyanyako Sugar Girls, dude. My one of my mods made it for me.
Was louder than I was expecting. I'm out of here. Oh my God, sir, this is amazing. How long have you had this?
1 million years.
I'll take it.
What is this movie?
Dying's for fools. I am on a drug. It's called Charlie Sheen.
But it's been interesting to go back and watch a lot of these old JonTron videos.
No, I know what this is.
A lot of his opinions have kind of aged like milk. But it would a lot of them were definitely a product of their time too. I feel like a lot of the top video game people kind of had similar opinions, and they just like kind of parroted off of each other.
There's only one catch here. The film was supposed to come out in 2003. In late 2002, all the film's files were reportedly stolen in what was quoted an act of industrial espionage. An entire movie right down the drain. At this point, some people would give up. They'd say, that's the breaking point. We tried, team. Good job. Round up next week. But not Larry Kasanoff. He was not one to accept defeat willingly. The next 10 years of this film's production cycle are shrouded in mystery. But one thing is known. They spent all of it trying to bring this film back to life like some sort of proverbial Frankenstein's monster. Perhaps it was because it just meant so much to them, or perhaps it was because they believed in it with hearts and minds. Or maybe it had something to do with them sinking $65 million into it. Ladies and gentlemen of planet Earth, you can't make this shit up. I introduce you to Food Fight, the worst animated film of all time. This movie takes place in your average American supermarket, dubbed Marketropolis Market. Oh, off to a good start already.
Just closing up. Nothing much happens around here after dark.
Now that is exactly what someone would say if something much does happen around here after dark. And much it does happen. After dark, the supermarket transforms into a city? I'm pretty sure that's what happens. You got a better answer? The first shot of this movie is just an unbroken, constant barrage of information. It's introducing all these characters, but none of them do or say anything significant. What's this? Who's this? Why is this happening? Oh, he's gone. Was that our main character? I guess he doesn't want to be here either. Maybe the main character is this terrifying dancing elephant, or this king frog, or maybe it's his farts, or maybe... Is that Mr. Clean? Did Mr. Clean just show up in my movie? Okay, let me get this straight.
Well, no, it's because they wanted to make content, and their whole thing was look at this game. They're all doing the AVGN thing, where they're kind of just pointing at the absurdity of it.
Sweet release.
And that's like doing all the heavy lifting for a lot of their humor and stuff. Yeah, it is kind of a nitpick.
One last chance to hand them over before I cash in your coupons for you.
So good to hear that voice coming out of that dog.
It is you, the great detective who's about to take a fall.
If I had a raisin for every time I've heard that one.
Honeybee, flower, mouse, cheese, dog, raisins. I don't see anything wrong.
I'm a little disappointed in myself that this ended up taking as long as it did.
Skullduggery and mischief. Here we see him working toward a catnapping.
It's just you and me, fat cat. Now fork over the little guys and no one gets hurt.
I'm gonna kill you.
Wow. We're just gonna go right there?
Is that so wrong?
How do we even broach this? Son of a bitch is falling out of the sky like a goddamn sarcophagus. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. And he sticks the landing. That's the only 10 this movie's getting.
Nah, no worries. You can do it, as long as you got me to help you. Did I mention me?
Here we meet Tex's best friend, Daredevil Dan, a chocolate squirrel whose main character traits are broken motion capture and making Wayne Brady seem like he's not an actor.
Relax, bro. We're talking about sunshine goodness. You could give her a crackerjack ring and she'd still say yes.
Yeah, like that again. It's they're expecting the. You see it a lot with John's videos. Is his whole thing is just shot reaction to shot. Like that's kind of his whole shtick.
to ask her to marry him. I just want to point out that this magical melon ball exists on the top layer of this reality at all times. Well, that's some good sweatshop CGI there. Oh, God, there's something so unsettling about her character. I feel like I have to try to avoid her line of sight to be comfortable. Although it doesn't seem like that's
we're almost
gonna be
there.
too
Holy
hard.
fuck.
So here's a little something
Oh,
I had
this
to
was like
figure out
pulling
for myself
teeth.
about this movie. That is essential to understanding the central concepts in this film. It is never directly referred to at all, not even once. You see, the characters all refer to themselves as Ikes, because they are all, in their own words, icons of a brand of grocery store product, which I guess would explain Mr. Clean from earlier. I don't know, maybe it's a coincidence, who knows. From now on, I'm gonna go by Jack. I'm not gonna tell you why, just figure it out, dick. So, before Dex can pop the question, Sunshine B's a total bitch and walks off into the sunset, even though it's completely obvious that he's about to pop the question.
Don't worry, it ain't like it's the last time you're ever gonna see Sunshine again.
That's the last time we're seeing Sunshine, isn't it?
Yeah, we went through AVGN kind of already. His stuff did age a little bit better,
Make a comment here, but
in my
I'm genuinely
opinion.
worried he might actually have a disability. All right? And then who looks like the bad guy? I mean, okay, this guy's still a little bit because he's a bad guy in the movie, but they're mostly me. Mostly John.
No one wastes me chips and gets away with it.
That's how long I've been working on this fucking shit.
So wait, the chips can also see and talk when we're in the supermarket reality? When does the city reality become the supermarket reality? Is there a divide here? When does it transition from them walking around to being a bag of chips on the shelf? Is this like Toy Story rules, or is this like the Fountain rules, where there's no rules? Oh, God help us, I think this is Fountain rules. It's been 6 months since Sunshine's disappearance. We find Dex.
I mean, to be fair though, the AVGN was first to market on a lot of shit, so I feel like he'll get less scrutiny, even when the ideas aren't always the best.
What's he doing with his legs? Look at his legs! Why are they constantly moving around like that? It's like if FDR came back to life and tried to show everyone what legs do.
Why, of course I can provide you with a backstage pass to the Copa Banana.
Let him go, Cheezel.
Dex, with a pleasant surprise. Is that a poop rat? Is that a poop rat?
What? What is it? Am I threatening you? You threatening me? Who's a threat here?
You despise me, don't you?
Bad touch! Bad touch! Stranger danger! So, after a series of Orwellian horrors, we arrive at the Copa Banana, the talk of the town club that Dex runs. Oh yeah, and tits on a bird too, as well, also? Shot, close your eyes, it's inappropriate.
You monster, let me see those melons.
Now that is some dancing that's gonna get you laid, let me tell you about it. Have I been eating too many raisins, or is that the California raisins? Is that Charlie the Sun-Kissed Tuna? Mrs. Buttersworth? Whoa, wait, Mr. Clean is back? This movie's just a giant product placement, isn't it? Wait a second, even on the front cover, the main characters are taking a back seat to the product placement. Oh my God, this is despicable. Is the only reason they finished this movie because they had the rights to all these identifiable brand names? Was it for the payout? Who would do something like that? That's despicable. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to blow off some steam with my Hot or Not app, where you can rate your friends, match up, and even chat. Peanut Butter Gamer, is he hot or not? Yeah, that's hot. Jacques, whew, baby, that's hot. Dinosaur Bones? Well, I don't know about that. They've been in the ground for a while. Not. Surely no one actually believed in this heaping molten mess, did they?
We gotta move.
It's not even really for kids. It's weirdly sexual and inappropriate in places it shouldn't even be.
I'm looking for a guy about your height.
It warms my heart the way you love my raisins, tough guy.
Even the Chiquita Banana Woman makes a passing comment about her boob milk.
Do I look like the Dairy Queen to you?
Well, that's just sick, lady. Well, don't bring that up here. There's kids in the audience. Hell, I'm an adult in the audience and I'm offended. Don't bring that trash here. Oh, mama. Look at this vixen here, voiced by Eva Longoria, whose dashing looks cause a stir in the club.
Am I stupid? Where the fuck is it? There it is.
Finally free. What year is it?
Well, it's 2014. Who are you, though?
I've been trying to finish this movie for decades. You made it past the 20-minute mark? I can never get past the part where the squirrel shits out of his eyes.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Quick, hide! He'll be coming for us! Oh God! It's him! It's him! No! That's what he does! He raises your level of cleanliness to impossible levels of upkeep! Banana split! Let's blow this popsicle stand! Kumquats! I don't know, whatever!
Yeah, I feel like that was a lot of people's introduction to a lot of game stuff, was the AVGN.
I don't know. I don't even know what's happening in the film at this point.
You know, growing up with the internet, learning about, like, stuff you missed as,
How am I supposed to react to any of this?
or, like, learning about stuff that was before your time. Yeah, I totally see that.
Becoming a fever dream, a line of evil products called Brand X are setting up shop in Marketropolis Market in an attempt to push out all the other Ikes from the supermarket. Bad things start to happen around town, including the deaths of some of the company mascots themselves. Realizing his town needs help, Dex finally snaps out of his depression and decides to look into things further.
I still got it.
Oh, but being filthy can be loads of fun. Don't you think so, Dex?
There are some stains you can never wash out.
For God's sakes, work on your aim.
I want to know how you rubbed out all those Ikes last night.
I want to know how you managed to raise $65 million with this script.
What a surprise. We find out Eva's character has been running with the Brand X boys the whole time, and all she wants is Dex to join her in her evil plot for supermarket domination. Also, she's a Nazis and a Star Wars.
What the f? They're building an entire army of robotic exobites.
What the hell is an exobite? The lore is rich in this world, let me tell ya. They expect you to know the source material going in, alright? Study up, it's a matter of respect. So now it seems they've crossed from their supermarket world to the real world? I guess they could just mix and match this at will, like I said, it's Fear and Loathing rules. There's no rules, come on! What is it today, Black Friday? Oh, God! Oh, God!
Real world's horrible. Go back to the supermarket world.
Miss me?
I've made a huge mistake. Supermarket world's just as bad. So we're like halfway through this movie. I don't even understand how there's another half, by the way. And the confused writers are still throwing new characters at us out of the blue, such as this bat pervert who has the hots for chocolate people.
Is that the enticing scent of rich, creamy chocolate? Are you chocolate? Are you made of chocolate? Really?
So we're gonna fast forward a bit here. There are plenty of twists and turns, let me tell you, but we eventually end up at the climactic showdown between the Brand X guys and the Ikes. And what it ends up being is a 35-minute long, seriously, 35-minute long sequence of a grand-scale war between Brand X and the Ikes. Nay, not a war.
Food!
Oh, we're doing this again.
I'm having trouble.
Literally, this just goes on and on.
Oh,
and
thank you, man.
And on. It's just the same
Appreciate
shot
that.
over and over and over of people falling over and over and over.
But enough about me. Let's kill you!
He won't hit her. Not now, not never.
But I will.
Should I call this movie Cat Fight? Because she's a cat.
Oh, I see. So the hot girl was actually ugly all along. Not just inside, but outside too. Well, that's a relief because now there's absolutely no hang-ups about hating her. Let's celebrate. Yeah! Ugly people never win. That's the moral of the story, guys. I guess some things you just never forget. Some scars never heal.
I don't even like you. When I take time to put you in a goddamn lock, it's bullshit. I'm getting out of here.
best way to keep up with all your JonTron going-ons is to subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, and follow me on Twitter. Also, don't forget to check out the Hot or Not app by clicking the link in the description. Special thanks to Brennel Floss and Paul Ritchie for taking part in this video. If you want to see more of their stuff, click their annotations. And if you missed my last episode, you can see it right there. It's on pirated Pokemon games. Between the time of the Space Invaders and the dawn of the land of Hyrule, there was an age undreamed of. And unto this, JonTron, destined to play the games that no one else wants to. It is I, the guy that saw some of this and heard the rest through hearsay, who alone can tell thee of his saga. Let me tell you of the days of high adventure.
JonTron, what is best in life?
To crush your enemies, to see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of the women.
Wow, I was gonna say a day at the beach, but what did you say? Something about maiming? Jesus Christ.
Conan, the Barbarian, originally portrayed by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Guy doesn't take shit from no one. You kill his entire family, comes back 20 years later and beheads you in front of your entire snake cult, and becomes the governor of the state of California. That's fucking metal as fuck, dude. Let's hope he spared his games of the same gory fate. Let's have a look at some of the older titles first, like Conan, Hall of Volta on the Commodore 64. This should have everything I could possibly ask for in a game like this. Swordplay, ceaseless adventure. What better place to experience it than here in the basement? The birthplace of fantasy. Well, that's a bit of a tonal shift, but this is from the 80s, so I'll let it slide. Conan, presented by a bunch of white guys named Eric. Sounds about right. Hall of Volta, by the way, not a real place. I checked. Before the game starts, it shows you a cast of characters. As you can see here, we have Conan and Volta. Well, I'm glad, because otherwise the title of this game would be very misleading. Oh, look, an avian ally. Now this is my kind of game right here. Very close to home. Jacques, come here, you gotta see this. Oh no, I think I left him upstairs. I turned off his alarm, right?
Hey John, it's me. I brought your life-saving medicine.
Kill, 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 kill.
Oh, stop lasers. Oh, am I dying of lasers?
Nah, it's probably nothing. We got an object list, too. Locked door. Not so much an object as it is an idea of objects working in tandem. Extra sword? Can there be an extra sword if there's just no sword at all here? This game is pretty much like every Commodore 64 game. Primitive and clunky. Whoa, hold on. Boomerang sword? Was that boomerang sword? Well, that sets it apart. That's a whole different class of epic. The aim of the game is to traverse the stage and get to this little object up here. What do you think this thing is? I don't know. Do you know? All I know is I want to get to it. In that way, I suppose it has a very strange power over me. So trivial yet so alluring. Look like a goddamned piece of sharp cheddar. I want it so bad. It's not bad for a C64 game, but goddamn if it isn't hard as Conan's pecs. I have to get past this bad enemy, but he's just so hard to pin down. Come on, get down already, come on. Well, it's a good thing they don't just let me die in peace or anything. I fucking disintegrate and it tells me my struggles were in vain. Not just this struggle. All my struggles. You know, some of us do this for enjoyment, all right? This is our escape. Who wrote this game? Nietzsche? Every time you die, it gives you one of these day-brightening tidbits. A watery barrier. Oh yeah, I can see that. You know, you could have told me that a second ago. You beat a heated retreat? And this game I shall not complete! Let's take a look next at Conan the Cimmerian for the MS-DOS. Yes! 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 Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm here for. Decapitations and barbarism. Okay, all right. Not so much here for the long scrolls with flesh-colored ink. But hey, we got 1 out of 2. We're doing all right.
Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Conan or is this SimCity? madame. You are looking full and robust today. You are blossoming like the most beautiful flower in all of Samaria. Oh yeah, one more thing. Your tits are fucking fantastic. Oh my god, where did that come from? Conan's all like, was that a lightning mage? Did a lightning mage just zap my wife? This game's one of those old adventure RPG types. Click around on a map, visit towns in various locations, talk to the local populace, and get immersed in the world. One of my favorite things about this kind of game is the open-ended gameplay. It's so different from a book or a film because you really get to strike out and make your own story. I think Conan's feeling real bad today. Attack! Conan decides not to attack the merchant. Conan also decided to file his taxes quarterly to avoid overages and remain cash solvent. What is this? Conan decided not to attack the merchant. Get out of here! I'm Conan! I'm a barbarian! It's in the title! It's in the title! I get to decide who gets attacked and who gets conversed with, alright? Let me tell you how you know you're playing a Conan game. They spent more time drawing his pecs than his face. Seriously, he's got no face. Ah, my first fight, finally. Time to put the B in barbarian, you know what I'm saying? Not while under attack. When exactly is a better time to click the enemy with my sword than when he's attacking me? Forgive my ignorance, but I wasn't aware there was a better time. Oh, of course. Sword is for rug. Sword is not for enemy. It is for rug. No one in this world can you trust, Conan. Not men, not women, not beasts. But this you can trust. But only for rugs. Only for rugs and shit, seriously. Oh, I found my favorite room. It's the one where you can't fucking see. Well, at least someone had the decency to stick a chimera down here with me, honestly. What do? Use sword. This weapon is already in use. I can guarantee you with 100% certainty, this item is not already in use. All right, how about swing, chop? Conan does not know that attack. God damn it. Listen to me. My dementia-riddled grandmother knows that attack. It's like 80% gravity. Gravity does most of the job. I'm stuck. I'm goddamn stuck. Can't move. I can't attack people. I can't use my sword. All I can do is touch rug and walk around and get fucking stuck. Oh, look at that leprous peasant. Well, she's moving right along. She's having more fun than me in this fucking game. All right, last on the list. Conan for NES. Please let this version be good. How could they fuck this one up? It's Conan for the NES. So this game's purpose is very simple. You go around kicking skeletons in the dick. The sad thing is that actually makes more sense than the controls in this game. So get this. You're going around and you realize these fists won't be enough. So you gotta go around picking up weapons that fall out of the enemies, which are constantly respawning, by the way. What's this? You can't walk over the weapon to pick it up? A doesn't work. B doesn't work. How do you pick up the item? Oh, of course, it's A and down. And by that I mean A slightly before you push down. Because if you accidentally push down first, you'll jump into whatever hellfire pits in front of you. Because did I mention that down also fucking long jumps? Who did it? Why'd they do it? Are they still alive? Can I find them? We're gonna go find them. I can't even begin to fathom why they would make down jump when up also jumps. Especially in a game when you need to push down very quickly in a storm of never-ending butt-feasting gremlin skeletons to get the item that only falls from the teleporting purple Satan demon that only spawns when you cut down the one random skeleton hanging from the ceiling that is the only item that can kill the boss that kills you in one hit unless you have that item, and you would never know it unless you read it on the internet that doesn't exist when this game came out! Hallelujah! Holy shit! And it turns out this isn't even really a Conan game. It's another game from the C64 called Myth, History in the Making, which is notable for its sweet musics. Hey guys, I think you gotta spread the music out a bit. But you'll be glad to know that this game sticks with the main motif that Conan does. Punching skeletons in the dick. Why would they bother porting a C64 game to the NES? NES was capable of so much more. I think the saddest thing here is that the Commodore version is so much better. I have never prayed to you before. I do not have the tongue for it. No one will remember, not even you, what games were played, what systems they were on, which ones were written by two Erics. All that matters is that one man played many, many terrible Conan games. So grant me one request. Grant me one good game. And if you do not listen, oh, come on, man, it's frickin' rude.
and to hell with you. Yeah, that's yeah.
Be gone, you spawn of hell.
Yeah, take it.
Die, you cur.
Finally. There's a jar of horseradish up there. I don't know what it is. This is scary.
If you want to stay up to date on JonTron, don't forget to follow my official Facebook and Twitter. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, if you haven't seen all my videos, you can click these annotations to see some of the old ones. Don't forget to stop by normalboots.com.
I'm probably gonna stop in a second myself, because I gotta go to bed.
JonTron.
Throughout history, mankind has faced challenges far and wide, building the Great Wall of China, combating worldwide plagues, and even escaping our own atmosphere to brave the perilous journey to the infinite.
But there are some challenges that were just never meant to be faced. Some peaks too monumental, some chasms too great. There's bravery, and then there's just plain stupidity.
But mankind doesn't get anywhere by playing it smart. Some of us have to be the guinea pigs, do the work no one else wants to. And that's why I'm going where no man has ever gone before and come back to tell the tale. Mission briefing. Subject, Takeshi Kitano, otherwise known as Beat Takeshi. Japanese film director, comedian, singer, actor, author, screenwriter, poet, painter. Okay, what wasn't this guy? And one-time video game designer.
Yeah, you hear that? One time. 'Cause one time was all he needed.
After that, the seafloor split open and swallowed the Caribbean. Earthquakes ravaged the west coast of America, and goblins were still really, really scary.
Ew, I don't like them. I don't like goblins.
Ah! Although being more comfortable with directing and acting, Beat Takeshi was never one to back down from a new art form. So when Taito Corporation asked him to lend his name to their new video game,
Alright, hit that
instead of
save
simply
button.
saying yes and taking the money, he chose to be directly involved with the creation of the game. He even starred in 2 Japanese commercials advertising the game. Perplexingly enough, both of these commercials were actually cryptic hints on how to complete difficult parts of the game.
And then, this. Like Aphrodite rising from the sea foam of Uranus' severed ball sack. No, I'm serious. That's how it happened. Look it up. It's true. It's definitely true. Takeshi Kitano cut from the balls of Taito and released this to the masses. This is universally referred to as one of the worst ranking and hardest video games of all time. And it's only known as Takeshi's Challenge. God help us all.
There it is. You're looking at the very same image 1,000 Japanese kids saw on Christmas morning 1986. Put your mind into theirs. Feel the pain. Feel the anger. And now, first off, I just want to say there's a password guard in front of this password screen here, and you can just punch him and get a game over before you even play the game.
Game over? I think there has to be a game first for it to be over. Maybe they're talking about the game of life.
The game opens up with you getting yelled at in your boss's office. Literally. You don't even get fired. It's not concrete. You're just being reprimanded for your mediocrity. Oh yeah? You're gonna yell at me? Well, this is a video game. I can do what I want. Oh, Merry Christmas, Japan 1986. Oh my god. Why would I try to escape real life by playing a game that's more depressing than real life? Am I supposed to feel good by comparison? Well, at the very least, I can say this game was innovative for its time. It's open-ended and has heavy real-life themes, which most concurrent games had little of, if any. But perhaps it's a bit too open-ended. Where am I supposed to go? The bank? The culture club? Grilled Mormons? Whoa, what's going on? I didn't know it was alright to eat those guys. I better should check the bro bowl. Make sure that's okay. Well, I already have no idea what to do. So I guess I'll do what I always do when I'm lost. Drink heavily. Lots of drinks. Way absolutely above the margin of necessary. Mom is scared. Huh. It's pitch black? Wait, where am I? Is this woman beating up on me? What's going on? My home.
Well, this explains quite a bit.
So you talk to your wife, and your options are food, a bath, let's go to bed, I want to travel, and I want a divorce. This is a video game from the 80s. Keep in mind, at this point, most games look like this, or this. They didn't usually have themes of domestic conflict in them. And they still don't, really. Let's give it a good old 1-2 divorce and see what happens. I mean, after all, she is violent. So you can pay alimony or... punch. You know, whenever I find myself in this situation, I find that pay alimony works out far smoother in the long run. But there is no denying that a punch is a much more satisfying short-term solution. Also, I'd just like to point out that there is a licensed Nintendo game with domestic violence in it! You can literally murder your wife and children. Literally murder your children. I think I need to repeat that. Literally murder your children. If the walls could talk, they'd say really bad things about that guy.
Now this is the point where most people, like 99% of people, would do this. Out of this house! Out of this house! Spirits be gone from this house. But this isn't most people. This is Jontron. To take on this challenge, I have to think like a salaryman, dress like one.
Okay, well, I think that's where I'm going to stop off for the night.
His own game, goddammit. You are not going to believe this. This game requires an insane amount of trial and error. More than any sane person would be expected to undertake. For starters, you're supposed to ignore your boss at the beginning of the game.
But thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I got work tomorrow, so I will talk to you all later, and we will have a good time.
And use the money to buy